fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now. Crazy video upcoming. First, though, I'm seeing us literally less than 40 subscribers away from 19,000. I've been begging you guys to help us get to 19,000. We're almost here. If you are new, if you've not subscribed, just go down below, help us out, and be part of the 18,968 strong of you who are already a part of the Philadelphia Eagles Now channel. All right, Thomas Mott, let's jump into the latest Eagles news and rumors here today on a Thursday, and we got some good stuff. This is, to me, exciting if you're an Eagles fan, especially if you watch this channel, because you understand Philadelphia needs a cornerback, right? We know they need a cornerback very, very badly. We've talked about Steven Nelson a lot, and now we have some new reporting from Adam Caplan via a podcast a couple of days ago that the Eagles, quote, really like Steven Nelson. And that, of course, piggybacks off of the ESPN Jeremy Fowler report pre-NFL draft that Philadelphia was already in on the star nickel cornerback, the former Pittsburgh Steeler. Now, of course, the Steelers cut Nelson this offseason, and so now you have a top-level cornerback just sitting in free agency, and what do the Eagles need? A cornerback, and they have the money to sign him. This makes perfect sense. This report that the Eagles really like Steven Nelson should not be a surprise, because as you think about the Philadelphia Eagles, you think about all the additions they made this offseason, and they made a lot of really good ones. I thought Howie Roseman did a very good job, and whether you like Howie or you don't like Howie, I think we can all agree that Roseman, again, did a very good job in signing a lot of positions of need, as they went ahead and added a pass rusher, and added a linebacker, and added a safety. The one problem is they didn't add a cornerback, and so insert Steven Nelson, a guy in 2020 who had 48 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. The guy has very good stats, and even though he might want a little bit more money than Philadelphia could be comfortable paying him, the fact he remains a free agent might be able to be leveraged in the favor of Philadelphia in order to get him to be on a team-friendly deal, but also get him to come to Philadelphia and help out this cornerback depth chart, because it is atrocious. And what you could do here now is, think about this. Let's just say they're able to sign Nelson, okay? Let's just say he's a nickel guy. He's purely a nickel guy, and will probably stay in the nickel the entire time. Philadelphia plays a lot of nickels, so you'll get the most bang for your buck by signing him. That means you can then have a true competition for number 2 between Maddox and McPherson, because I think right now the thought process is without Steven Nelson, McPherson will start as cornerback number 2, and Maddox will go ahead and return to his original nickel spot, unless they just think someone else can go ahead and play the nickel, which I don't think. I think Maddox is the best option there right now. But Maddox does have outside experience. If McPherson isn't ready, then that's a problem, right? So when you sign Nelson, you cover up the nickel spot, and then you have a true blue blood open competition at the number 2 cornerback spot opposite of Darius Slay, and it's a winner take all. Whether it's McPherson, whether it's Maddox, it doesn't matter to me. All what matters to me is that the Eagles have a cornerback situation where quarterbacks don't just pick on, the opposite guy of Darius Slay, right? If the other guy besides Slay, whether it's Maddox or McPherson or somebody else, if they play well, then you have 2 good cornerbacks. When you have 1 good cornerback, you just don't throw that way. So like Slay's over here, we'll go this way. And notice, we'll just throw the left side. Or Slay's over here, we'll go this way. We'll throw the right side. So this could be a really good signing, and I'm all for the idea of adding Steven Nelson. I like the fact that the Eagles really like him. I think they're probably trying to work out a deal if that's the issue right now. I think Nelson, again, probably wants a little bit too much money, as Pittsburgh wasn't going to give him more than like $9 million a year. He wants to get paid more, and so that's the stalemate that we are in right now. But I do think truly that Philadelphia is going to get to a point where they understand the need. Unless Zach McPherson is a superstar cornerback they got, luckily, in the later rounds of the draft, unlikely, we'll see. But I think that this is something to keep an eye on, and we'll obviously give you guys up-to-dates if they go ahead and sign Steven Nelson here on the channel. Now, what do you guys think? Do you agree? I feel like I'm pretty convincing. What say you? Should the Eagles sign Steven Nelson? Type Y down below for yes. Think that they shouldn't. Then type N down below for no. But I'll say this. If you think they shouldn't sign Steven Nelson, I need a reason why. If you're going to type N down below for no, give me a reason why. Do you just believe in a Texas Tech cornerback who's a rookie? Do you believe in Avonte Maddox after last season, which, woo, man, go put the Avonte Maddox tape on from last year. It was rough. So again, should the Eagles sign Steven Nelson? If they should, type Y down below for yes. If you think that they should not, then go down below and type N down below for no. All right, I mentioned it earlier, right? 32 subs away from 19K. Crazy number here. If you are one of the non-subscribers who watches the videos, just search me on YouTube. It's like, all right, let's see what Mott has to say today. Just subscribe. That way you get notified. And, of course, you have the videos delivered right to your sub box whenever they are fresh and hot off of the presses. So go down below and subscribe and help us get to 19,000. I want to go ahead and jump into some more Eagles news and rumors here today. And we go back to the left tackle discussion. You say, Thomas, you talk about the left tackle, Dillard versus Mailata versus Dillard for weeks and weeks and weeks. Well, okay, yes, I know, and I'm sorry, because, left tackle, I think it's a sexy position, but some people don't. However, we keep getting new reports from OTAs, and the one we have today via Tim McManus of ESPN is one you want to hear. So, Andre Dillard, according to reports from ESPN, he's really dominating OTAs. He's standing out a lot. Now, we've heard that about Mailata, too, The good news is both of them look good, but reports are that Mailata looks pretty darn good. Or I should say Andre Dillard looks pretty darn good, as he, of course, is a former first-round draft pick. So both look good, right? But the report is that Andre Dillard is looking maybe even a little bit better and could be one of the standout guys so far from Philadelphia Eagles OTAs. Here was ESPN's Tim McManus when asked about Andre Dillard, writing this for ESPN, quote, "The former first-round pick says he has a fire in him like never before after missing the entire 2020 season with a biceps injury. He did social media to eliminate distractions and hit the weight room hard over the past year, setting a number of personal records. He is stronger and more confident, has drawn praise from offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland for his on-field work. He'll battle it out with former rugby player Jordan Mailata for the starting left tackle spot during training camp," end quote. Now, the full takeaway from this is very simple. The Eagles have a luxury at left tackle. I mean, the Eagles have a very rare situation that you do not see often in the NFL where they have two starting caliber left tackles in the league. And now the question is going to be, how elite can they be, right? Because we both know that Mailata is good to go. He can start. He played a lot last year. And we both understand Dillard, a former first-round draft pick, is going to be good enough to start as well whenever he gets into that opportunity. The question is going to be, which one of them is going to be a star, right? Which one is going to go from being an average left tackle to a top 5 left tackle in the league? Because I think one of the two might. And if one of them does emerge, then do you trade the other? Like, is there a team out there at the trade deadline this year who looks at Jordan Mailata, who loses a battle to Andre Dillard, or vice versa, and you go, yeah, we'll give you a third for Jordan Mailata, or yeah, here's a third and a fifth for Andre Dillard. I mean, those are real options and real possibilities here. But I think the good news is that we hear so much about Mailata, and Mailata's the fan favorite. I love Jordan Mailata. I've told you before I want him to start, but we don't hear a lot about Dillard until now, and it's good that Dillard is channeling this, let's just call it what it is, an underdog mentality right now. He's like, hey, wait a second. I'm a former first-round draft pick, and yet they all want Mailata to start. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And so, delete social media, which we all should do because social media is trash, but I digress. And then, of course, hitting the weight room and getting those big, heavy lifts, it's like, boom, let's go. So, pumped to hear it. Good to see from Tim McManus and, of course, Andre Dillard. Drop a like down below if you guys agree. Like, drop a like for this offensive line. We haven't been this excited for the offensive line in a while. Last year, decimated by injuries. The year before, decimated by injuries. This year, healthy and getting a little younger. No more 50-year-old Jason Peters, respect, but still old, out there to, get a lot of holding calls and get injured all the time. So they stay healthy. They're going to be good. Give this video a thumbs up if you agree. All right, let's jump into our final story here of the day. It's a quick one, but I think it's one you guys will like because we all are very excited about DeVonta Smith. I know I am. I think you guys are as well. Well, former superstar wide receiver Isaac Bruce was asked about DeVonta Smith and gave some pretty high praise to him, comparing him to Hall of Fame wide receiver Marvin Harrison, which was a pre-draft comparison we have talked about here on the channel, but still good to hear from a guy who obviously knows Marvin Harrison pretty well, and Isaac Bruce. So how good could the 10th overall draft pick be? Well, let's see what Isaac Bruce had to say on DeVonta Smith. We'll throw that quote up on the screen. Smith isn't the most vocal guy. You can start there. Something that I like. He has tremendous confidence when he does open his mouth. You can see it in his play. He's very similar to Marvin. I can see a lot of it as far as the separation is concerned, how he catches the ball well, strong hands, and his ability to run for the catch, very similar to the way Marvin played. End quote, and then we'll get a new one in here. We'll just throw that up there. I think that the important thing is how DeVonta sees himself. When I looked in the mirror, I saw a 6'5", 215-pound player. I think he sees himself that way as well. His game proves that because he plays big, end quote. So, high praise. I mean, if the Eagles have just drafted Marvin Harrison for the next 10 years, I mean, goodness gracious, remember him? Pretty darn good. Him and Reggie Wayne and Peyton Manning would just torch defenses in the Colts. I mean, Lucas Oil Stadium was just Marvin Wayne, Dino routes, just dominating people. And so, pumped to hear, pumped to see. We'll obviously have to wait until we get actual, gameplay footage, not just in training camp, preseason, but the NFL Week 1 of DeVonta Smith. But I think we all can sit back and go, yeah, I'm pumped. I'm ready for this guy. Because even though he's small, and even though he's a rookie, and even though, it's like, will he transition well in the NFL? He has stuff you can't teach, right? He has the intangibles, he has the speed, he has the skill, and he has the confidence, that quiet, slim reaper confidence that, doesn't open the mouth, isn't jawing like OBJ or, DeAndre Hopkins going crazy, just going to be like, guys, I'm going to prove myself. I mean, the fact he's an Eagle, to me, just absolutely fantastic. What is your excitement level for DeVonta Smith? Like, I'm at a 10. Scale 1 to 10, I'm at a 10. I'm not at a 10 for a lot of things. I had someone comment the other day saying I'm a kind of a Debbie Downer. Like, I don't think I'm a Debbie Downer. I'm just honest right now. In Philadelphia, I got a long way to go. But I am not Debbie Downer about DeVonta Smith. I am pumped about him this year. Give me your thoughts on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm at a 10. If you're anything less than a 10, then maybe you're the actual Debbie Downer. All right, before we go ahead and end today's video, again, make sure you guys are subscribed. I'm expecting to go to sleep tonight, wake up, and be at 19,000 subs, because we're 32 away. So, that's up to you, because I'm already subscribed to my own channel. Like, I can't do anything else about it. So, if you are new to the channel, if you're old to the channel, if you don't have the red subscribe button clicked and it says subscribe, you need to help us out and get to 19,000 subs. So, go down below and hit that button for us. All right, ultimate for today here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. I'm your host, Thomas Mott, as we, of course, go ahead and sign off. Stay safe out there. And, of course, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.